Hello from Digital Fuzz. Today our guest is Roналд Дахер.
Hello.
He is a marketing specialist, but also a specialist in the hospitality and the hotel industry. Basically, he has been in this business for more than 20 years, 23 years, if I'm correct, yes?
Yes, you are.
If you want, tell to the viewers what have you done.
Listeners, viewers,
Yeah.
where are they? Where are we
Viewers,
looking?
listeners, everything.
Okay. Thank you for hosting me, Velizar. Me and Velizar, we go way back. We survived the pandemic together. And I've been basically, since I left my country, Lebanon, in 1990, involved in the hotel wellness resort industry. I have helped hotels in pre-opening, during opening, post-opening, management, consultancy, sales, marketing, public relations, in mainly countries that speak English, Arabic, or French, because I speak those three languages. And
Multilingual.
yes, and I've been in Bulgaria off and on since 2008. Unfortunately, I don't speak Bulgarian because everybody that I know speaks English and some French. But but since the pandemic, I've been based here. So basically, I've been here since 5 years. And within these 5 years, I had to hybrid my career, because a lot of hotels closed, as you know, and a lot of companies went down. And like every industry, the hotel industry became slow. But then through technologies, AI, social media, platforms, it started reviving again. And a lot of things changed, of course, because a big shift happened from traditional bookings. Because before, hotels used to be able to go there, book them, just take a call. And because of the COVID, because of the pandemic, a lot of things changed, and everything is heavily now relying on social media strategies, focus on personal experience, on AIs, on a lot of new implemented marketing strategies through social media to help people book their hotel stay or the resort stay, even their travels.
We work with you for 3 years now, I think.
Yeah.
So our first client was one of the biggest hotels, probably the biggest hotel here in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
So this is how I went into the digital marketing also, because until then, I was in the event management. So basically I was doing a lot of events for companies, for sports events. So basically what we saw, me and you, is that we brought a lot of people to the place when it started, for the opening, for all the restaurants that were in this hotel. But what was the biggest problem? The biggest problem was that there weren't any social medias for these places.
Yeah.
And they didn't have any posts, any commercials. So basically this is how I motivated myself to get in the digital marketing. So basically a lot of things changed. This is how I went to some resorts back then. I just went to the hotel and told them I want to book for 7 nights or things like this. Now
definitely.
I always look firstly for the local SEO, so for the Google review, what was the experience of most of the customers, what is their experience in booking, in Airbnb. So basically, everything changed at the moment. And even if somebody tells me this hotel is very good, I wouldn't believe him until I see the reviews, because
in the past, everything was mostly based on networking, word to mouth, people telling each other, this place is good, and again, because of the pandemic, a lot of things changed, and people anymore don't rely anymore on just word of mouth. They'd like to go on, see Google reviews, travel reviews, booking.com reviews, and everybody has a different review usually. Not everybody has the same taste. This is why hotels and resorts mostly they rely now on social media strategies, on AI, because once you open your phone now and you think that your phone is reading your mind, because you can say I want to go to Maldives, and all of a sudden on Instagram or on TikTok you have 20 hotels in the Maldives catering for you. So this is the day and age of technology, and hotels are adjusting to it. But the biggest mistake that the hotels make is that they only rely on technology without having the human side to it. And this is a very big mistake, because it's a human-to-human interaction. When you go to a hotel, you don't care about the cost of the bed you are sleeping in. You care about if the housekeeping in the morning bothers you and goes in without knocking the door. You care about the human interface. So the best hotels right now are the ones who are combining the human interface and engagement and interaction alongside with the AI and the social media platforms and marketing. And again, another mistake, it's not because they do not want, it's because maybe of lack of experience. A lot of companies, a lot of hotels, a lot of businesses, the last thing they think about is marketing. And the last budget they put for is marketing. If you see the most successful companies in the world, they have the biggest marketing budget. Like McDonald's, KFC, Nike, Adidas. They don't need to do marketing because everybody knows them. But they still spend a lot of money on marketing. Why? Because it's the engagement. Once you do this, people believe more in the brand. And to believe more in the brand, to believe more in the hotel, to believe more in the business, you need to see it everywhere. This is how the brain works.
Yeah, a lot of companies, they tried not to spend this much money for marketing, for example. Big company like Coca-Cola, you can Google it, you can see it. And basically, a lot of their sales, they dropped because of this. So it is the liaison between the marketing and the managing of the hotel is very, very important. And not a lot of people understand this.
Yes.
We had a lot of troubles, me and you, when we try to tell a hotel, you need a good website, not a good website, a very good website, a perfect, flawless website that customers won't have any problems using this website to book. Most of the middle class people, they go to vacation like 2-3 times a year and they want everything to be perfect. And when you see the reviews, but you go there and you're with your wife and somebody knocks on the door at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
So it's
exactly.
a problem.
This is why one of the most important things is to engage actively in review platforms. Because once you have a good marketing tool, a good social media, a good SEO, a good tool to show the review and the feedback of the client, then the manager, the team can work on the feedback, and based on that, they can enhance the experience of the client when they come back next time. Because if you do not have feedback, how are you going to know what the clients are thinking? You cannot go to each room and ask the guy, is this good? Is this bad? You need to maintain transparency and consistently deliver exceptional service. Because if you do that, people will come back. No matter if the hotel is 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, you do that, you get feedback, you work on the feedback, you deliver, you understand what your client needs. Of course, clients in each country are different. In Canada is different than in the Arabic world, different than the US, different than Asia, different than in the islands, different than in Bulgaria. Every location has to service the mentality of the client that's coming to see it. You know, when you go to an Arab world, you expect luxury, but still with cultural and services that shows you that you're in an Arab world. When you go to Canada, what's the best thing that they have? Nature. So there you have to engage in the nature, have a more satisfying experience that is synergetic with the nature. When you go to Asia, Asia has culture, Asia has technology. It's all all the successful hotels have, like the Starwood, Four Seasons, Fairmont, all those big chains, Intercontinental, IHG. Many hotels now are not only relying on in technology alone, but they are relying on social media, human touch, and AI generated. You have a lot of chatbots now. You go to book, there's a robot that's answering you, and how does the robot know how to answer you? Because they had experienced feedback planted in it, so they know if somebody says that, you have to answer that. If somebody says that, you have to answer that. But it doesn't always beat a human experience. So that's what I.
And do you think that you consulted a lot of hotels here in Bulgaria? Do you think that a lot of hotels are using all the technologies that they need to use? What is for you the biggest problem that hotels in Bulgaria are not doing at the moment? And what are they doing good? Because some of the hotels, they are doing very great work. But like you said, I don't see a lot of local marketing, like a lot of hiking, using the mountains, using the things like this, like traditional Bulgarian things. I haven't seen a lot of this in the hotels. I don't know if it's mandatory. Yeah.
Most hotels in Bulgaria are serviced are made to service local clients. Tourism industries and medical tourism industries could be a very big asset in Bulgaria, because it's the second largest country that has the second most mineral waters in the world after Iceland. And it's not being used to the advantage of the tourism from abroad. It's been used only for Bulgarians, to go have a small vacation with their families, their girlfriends, and not to benefit from the healing effect that this thing has. So I believe that the tourism ministry, the new tourist ministry, need to really dive into that and make Bulgaria the number one destination for medical and healing tourism, because it's like a very big asset that Bulgaria has.
I know that a lot of countries are investing like huge sums, like Turkey, Qatar.
Turkey, of course. Turkey, they spend over 3 billion yearly on to advertise medical tourism, and they generate a lot of money from that. If you invest 3 billion, you generate 16 billion. You are happy, So Bulgaria needs to really start understanding, start knowing exactly how to diversify the people in this way. And I understand mostly why they're not doing this a lot, because of the lack of manpower. A lot of Bulgarians that are graduating are leaving the country and they're going to work abroad. So this is another issue why hotels are struggling, restaurants are struggling, not struggling to work, but struggling to keep employees. And once you are not sure that you have employees all year long, it's hard for the owners to invest in bringing people from abroad, because if you you advertise that you have a great hotel, great customer service, and then the guest comes and sees that they're missing employees, they're missing staff, they're not going to have the advertised experience that is promised. So this is a very serious issue that people are facing in the hotel industry, And I believe this is why they are not spending a lot of money on marketing, on advertising, because we need to fix the manpower issue. That's very, very true.
Yesterday I read some official statistics. So basically the lowest the lowest salaries in Bulgaria was in this industry, like in the hotel industry and in the restaurant industry. Don't you think that the problem is that they don't pay enough for people to stay here, and they prefer going to England, to
This is also this is a very good point, because some room rates in Bulgaria are more expensive than room rates in Cannes, in Dubai, in Paris, in Milano, and you know, when you pay this much room rate, you expect good service, and if you're not paying your employees good enough, they're always going to be upset and not happy and not want to go to work. So it needs to be modified in order to adjust the salaries of the employee according to what you are charging as a room rate, which is not happening over here. Actually, not a lot of hotels, they do them there. For example, in Dubai, most of the manpower are from the Philippines, which for me are some of the best country to service people. The Filipino people are strong, educated, hospitality-oriented, very clean, very organized, but they are being paid peanuts. You know, this is why there's hotels there, they are successful, because they charge 500 euros, 1,000 euros per room, and they have a lot of manpower. They have maybe, for a hotel that has 500 rooms, they have maybe 1,500 staff. But they are getting 1,500 staff from countries that are considered poor, and they can pay low salaries. Unfortunately, in Bulgaria, you cannot invest in bringing a lot of people from abroad, you know, because still visa issues, flight issues, you need to bring them, accommodate them. So the whole country needs to be working on a system that is allowing people from abroad to come here, and also there's a language barrier. In Bulgaria, if you go there and you have a Filipino or Nepalese or Thai person that does not speak any Bulgarian, and a lot of Bulgarians that do not speak English, you're not going to have a good transaction and good engagement together. So I believe there's a lot of issues in the hospitality industry that are unfortunately not being portrayed, because me and you, we went to a lot of those conferences on the hospitality industry, and you see what do they speak in these conferences?
I never heard about the salaries or the ministry helping with.
Yeah, they don't speak about anything. They don't need to speak anything about that. Yeah, they do not speak.
They speak even know about the mineral pools, that it's the second.
We don't even know that there is. We don't even know that there's a hospitality conference.
Yeah,
they don't even advertise. We just be surprised when we go to a hotel. Oh, what's happening? There's a panel seminar on hospitality investment, but nobody told us. So there's a lack of there's of course a lot of good things, and definitely a lot of negative things. But it doesn't mean that the negative things cannot be fixed, because Bulgaria now. It's being driven by young people, you know, that refuse to leave here, that they want to stay, and they want to do something to benefit their country. But there's more to benefiting country than doing blockchains and crypto and driving Maseratis and Maybachs and stuff like that. You know, you can do that after you understand that your country is one of the nicest countries on earth. And it has some of the best mineral pools in the world. It has a great Black Sea that is not fully resourced.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things you can do, and you need to do it while working on fixing manpower issues, visa issues. A lot of countries, they don't have direct flight to come to Bulgaria. So once you have direct flights from countries to come to Bulgaria, it's easier to bring investors here, bring people. For example, the casino industry in Bulgaria is a very big thriving industry, but unfortunately, not a lot of people can come here. They prefer to go to other countries because in other countries they can they have direct flights. They have less issues with visas. They can bet more on increased bets. So Bulgaria is a jewel that is working on it for me at 25%. So a car that's working at 25%. So imagine if this car you can make it work at 50%, you will be 25% better than now. Then if you make it work at 75%, it will be a very, very flourishing country in all facets. In tech, Bulgarians for me are top 2 and top 3 in the world in technology. IT is amazing industry over here. A lot of people outsource IT companies from Bulgaria. You have a lot of agriculture, which is very good. And and the thing is, you have a lot of companies here who are very good in sourcing marketing, digital marketing as well. Not talking only because it's digital, but that's true. A lot of people abroad in Canada, in US, in Europe, they pay for a social media marketing company around 4,000 to 5,000 to 6,000 euros per month with no results. And even though they can outsource it to Bulgarian companies, the reason mostly they don't do it is because they think there's a language barrier. But this is a computer. It's a world wide web. You can market anything from anywhere while sitting in an office. So this needs to have the right strategy.
How do you think that other countries see Bulgaria? For example, a German company or a company from Canada or a company from Saudi Arabia, when they hear about Bulgaria, what do they think about this country, and have they heard about it?
No, yeah, and lately, you know, all you need to know is to understand. They believe Bulgaria, first of all. A lot of people around us, like Italy, France, Germany, England, they are coming here. They are opening companies, basically for the tax purposes, because you know in Germany when you have 49, 51% taxes, Ireland, Paris, Italy. When you work, all your money is going to the government. So a lot of foreigners are establishing their own companies over here in order to save taxes. And because in Bulgaria is a low living, people mistakenly say it's cheap. It's not a cheap country. It's a less expensive country than other countries around. You know, because cheap and less expensive is totally different. Because when you come to Bulgaria, you have everything.
Yeah.
You have factories, you have buildings, you have restaurants, nightclubs, nightlife. You have great hotels. You have a lot of things that you could have in your own country in Europe, and you even have things that are better than in Europe. But the thing is, you have to come here. And to come here, we need, as a country, as a advertising, as a tourist ministry, to advertise everything. And if they put a lot of budget in advertising the country, more people will come. More people will benefit from being in Bulgaria. And you can see sometimes the real estate. Sometimes here people are building real estate and they are selling this square meter more expensive than if you go to south of France, yeah. You know, and to go to London. So people are paying, you know. So there's a lot of Europe in Bulgaria, a lot of Arab mentality in Bulgaria. You know, in Saudi Arabia now is thriving. The Crown Prince has done amazing things over there to make his country transform into being the new place to be in the world. He has a plan until 2030 to be the let's say, Paris of the world, because Paris and France and Italy are the most visited countries touristically in the world. So they are making amazing things, spending billions of dollars, making islands, making the Neom line, where there's going to be a lot of hotels, a lot of eco-friendly also things, because at some point in time the oil is going to finish, and people are going always towards eco-friendly things. So Bulgaria can be the hub of Europe, can be sports hub, can be now in 2024 they are hosting the weightlifting Olympic qualifiers competition Euro for in here, and there's going to be the Olympics next year in France. Bulgaria has a very big team going there to represent Bulgaria, and that's sports. Sports, tourist attractions, medical attractions is a very big resources in Bulgaria, and we should, as advertisers, go and push and partner with the tourism ministry and convince them that they need to invest more in order to get more, because I believe the country is more capable of being an amazing destination in Europe.
I agree with you. But okay, we are living in a democracy now, so basically, if the government doesn't back us up, don't you think it's a good idea for the biggest hotels, for example, in Bulgaria, to combine their powers and, for example, market Bulgaria as the place to be, like 30, 40, 50 big hotels? Or do you think that they cannot work with each other and they see each other like competition, and they're trying to get the clients from Bulgaria and not thinking about bringing a lot of customers from abroad, rising their prices and making much more money, but after investing some sums of money?
Yeah, I'm not very familiar if there's a hotel association here.
Definitely there is one, but I don't...
That is really marketing itself as a hotel association. I'm sure there is one, but I believe that nothing can happen without the ministry. It needs to be a complete team effort between the hotels, the investors, the resorts, the tourist operators, the tour operators, the tour agencies, the travel agencies, the airlines. It needs to be a combined effort where everybody sit on a table and say, look, our goal is to bring people here, and we can all share the cake. Not always a healthy a competition is a healthy competition. There's no competition without having many people to compete against. You cannot compete against yourself. So they really need to sit together and say, look, we have to create a fund. This fund, we have to understand that bringing people here is going to benefit all of us. And maybe I'm mistaken, but I'm sure that there are such kind of organizations and associations, and I'm sure maybe they are working hard in the shadows to come up and bring something good for the country. But still, you not necessarily only to work in the shadows. You have to also work in the light to bring forth, to show the people that, okay, we are doing this. Because if you show the people that what you are doing, then other people might say, okay, you are doing this, we want to help. We plan to help. This is a good idea, but we need to understand exactly how to combine everybody together.
Okay, and once we have the back of the government, can Bulgaria handle a lot more customers, a lot more tourists, a lot more clients? Or will they try to hire employees from manpower from Bangladesh, from Philippines, like all the
This is
hotels from Dubai and
this is very hard for now to hire people from these countries because of visa issues, how long they need to come, where do you need to stay. I think the most now that you can do is to invest in what you have over here, and invest in bringing the people that left Bulgaria to come back here. But for the person that left Bulgaria to come back here, you have to really give him a good benefit, good reason why to come back. You need to understand the mentality of the people who are leaving, why they are leaving. Because they are leaving to find something better. And if here you show them that here is better, they will stay. And they will stay, they will bring more people, they will recruit more people, they will train more people to be like them. I give you an example, for example. Who is the most successful franchise in FMB in Bulgaria?
Who
Do you believe?
I don't know.
Happy.
Happy, yeah.
Why is Happy one of the most successful organizations? And now they have accolades in London.
Because they keep the salaries high.
They keep the salaries high. They keep the training high. The recruitment, they always train.
They have an American consultant company.
They market very well. They always do trainings to their employees. They always engage feedback. Every time you pay, they give you a tablet so you can pay your feedback. Why? Because they base themselves on the feedback so they can improve the experience of the client. And that's why they are successful. That's why they pay the high salaries. That's why their employees, they don't leave them. Because if you take the example of Happy and you copy paste it on many organizations in Bulgaria and you do the same, the country will be 50% better.
But nobody's doing this.
Nobody's doing this. And it's good for Happy.
It's good for Happy.
Because I'm not saying that there are not people that are successful that are not doing exactly, but Happy is not inventing the wheel. Happy is doing the steps that are needed in order to succeed.
Yes, this is the real democracy.
This is the real democracy. Yeah, they are doing what is needed. They're not inventing. We know something that other people don't know. No, they are doing something that the other people are not doing.
Yeah.
So if the other people do it, it will be the same. Everybody will have success. So this is how you have to see and you have to acknowledge success where it's happening, and there's no shame and nothing wrong with copying success. On the contrary, there's a shame in copying failure.
Definitely.
When you see something failing and you do the same and you wonder why you are failing, that means that you are not doing the right way. And it's not a shame to go and ask, to go there, say, guys, we see that you are doing great. We want to do the same. Please teach us. Please consult us. This is sometimes how people like me come and say, we are doing a business. We're not very successful. We need a consultant to put us in the right direction. And unfortunately for people, for consultants, most of the time when owners that know nothing about the business, they pay money for consultants, they think that if they pay them, they need to tell them what to do. If I'm a consultant and you're paying me, I need to show you what to do. Because if you tell me what to do, then you don't need me. You understand? Why do you need to pay me money if you're telling me what to do?
This is a very big problem.
It is a problem.
I know that you're an expert, a global expert in the hospitality industry, mainly in hotels and restaurants. But basically, I have been to a lot of meetings with restaurants on my own, restaurant owners. You know that more than 50% of the restaurants that are opening here in Sofia, they are closed in the first 3 years that they have opened. So basically, I have been to a lot of meetings. They never listen what do they need. And they're thinking like 20 years ago, what did they have to do to bring more customers? They're not thinking like it's 2023 now. how can I manage to be competitor to all the restaurants that are local here? How can I be the best? What can you tell these future business owners that are thinking
What we just spoke? What just spoke? Go to Happy, knock on their door, tell them I'm opening a restaurant, franchise me, or tell me what to do, or go hire a consultant that has a track record of showing you the steps that you need to succeed. Then you choose to follow them. If you follow them and you do not succeed, then there's a problem with somewhere where that needs to be addressed. But 99% of the time, once you follow proven methods to succeed, you will succeed. Because, unless you're going to go and open a restaurant in the middle of the sea, still maybe people will come because it's going to be the only restaurant in the middle of the sea. So, it's a niche market. So the owners of the restaurants here, sometimes people, they make money very fast that they don't know what to do with them. For example, if a guy who all his life, he is a IT genius, and he made $1 million, let's say, and he said he wants to open a restaurant. He knows nothing about opening a restaurant. So he needs to hire the right people to open a restaurant. Not his cousin, his uncle, and his aunt, because he trusts them, because the restaurant is going to fail. If his cousin and uncle and aunt are restaurateur and worked in restaurants for 20 years, then okay, hire them by all means. But if you hire people who are not in this field, you will always face the problems. So those people who are not in this field, you can hire them, but you always have to hire an expert in this field to tell you exactly what needs to happen. You need to follow it. That's why you are paying money, in order for you to get the best out of the consultant. Because at the end of the day, you are losing your investment. If you open a restaurant and it costs you a lot of money, and the ROI for that restaurant is 10, 12 years, and you close it in 3 years because there's no one, it's time to think again of how to do business.
Rule number 1 in business should be spend more to earn more. But a lot of business owners here in Bulgaria
spend more right.
Yeah.
Spend more on the right things. It's
course.
not like buy a chair that cost $50,000 with Swarovski. Yeah. Because if nobody's going to come and sit on this chair that costs $50,000, then you have nothing to do. Again, we'll give you another example. We're not trying to advertise for those people because they don't need advertising. But you see, for example, Happy, Captain Cook, Burrata, Sasa before, all these things that were from the same organization, they are some of the best restaurants in Bulgaria. And they're always full, and a lot of people go to them because they are successful. Also, the group with Chinichita, with Sushi Bar, Hamashi, all these people that were established also not so long time ago, they're doing very well because they do training, they do marketing, they do events, they take care of their staff, they have good chefs that are constantly learning more, constantly training, improving the menus. So every time you look at a successful franchise, look at the very, very, very easy steps, proven steps that every took in order for... You've seen the movie for how McDonald's came to be.
Yes.
And you see that everywhere in the world, McDonald's is the same. And it's successful because they follow the same rules. It's not like one guy opened now a McDonald's in Bulgaria and started serving chicken bay, because maybe it will work for a bit.
This was the biggest problem.
Yeah.
In the movie they showed it, like
business
owners they try to
keep the same,
sell hot dogs or things
yes,
like this.
Exactly. And now it became so successful that now McDonald's is not a restaurant anymore. It's a real estate business.
Yes.
It's a real estate. Now each McDonald's costs so much money if it's going to be sold. It's not anymore a restaurant. Once your brand becomes so huge that it becomes a real estate, that it's millions of dollars and billions of dollars, then you have to understand that, okay, these people are doing the right thing. Let's follow them. Let's follow them.
Definitely. What do you think will be the right marketing tools in the next 5 years to market your hotel, your restaurant, even your business, your digital business? What is trending for you at the moment, and what is essential and mandatory that a lot of hotels and restaurants at the moment are not doing? And I have seen it that most hotels and restaurants are not doing. A lot of social medias that they're, for me, are losing money by not doing this and not trying to not to spend more money.
You know, for me, the most important thing right now is to manage your reputation, because it's crucial in the digital area. For example, how you want to maintain a positive reputation. How? If you're a hotel now, for that now technology has become a game changer. You know, AI powered chatbots, superior customer service, virtual reality, all these things, all these new marketing immersive experience technology that have never been done before. That you know, when you go to Vegas, when you go to Dubai, when you go to all these countries, you see that these people are using these type of marketings. It's a big revolution on how the way the guests interact with hospitality brands. Once you show them something interesting, once you show them an experience, and you engage actively on review platforms, once you showcase the guests, you know, put what you call this 3D thing that you are already inside of the hotel room. See what you're gonna get. You know, I think those tools are the future, and they have been proven that they are in the future, and they are contributing to an effective CRM in the hospitality sector. CRM means customer relationship management. You know, once you manage and you personalize the communication, and you implement loyalty programs, and you do a post-stay follow-up, like you Velizar, you've been in the hotel. Imagine you leave the hotel, after 2-3 days, somebody calls you. Hi, Mr. Velizar, how was your stay? Do you have anything to say? Can we improve it the next time? And they will put everything down. So next time when they come, they know that in your fruit basket, you don't like bananas, or you don't like oranges. So they don't have oranges. Or they know that on the bed, you don't like to have 20 pillows. So you'll have 3 pillows. Once they do this, they will enhance the guest loyalty. They will enhance all those the strong relationship with the guests. That's what I believe, that most of the people, if they do these things, all those hotels, when they do it, might be a chatbot calling you, not a personal human. You know, just calling to check how you're saying. Yes, trend. How you're. You know, so they need to be transparent also. You know, they have to communicate effectively, to do eco-friendly initiatives, energy-saving measures, a partnership with the local sustainable suppliers that are environment conscious, that are making you understand that we are not only robots. We are genuinely caring about your stay before you come, when you come, and after you come. Because if I tell you now to name me one hotel that called you after you left to ask about your experience, I'm sure it's going to be maximum 1 or 2 in your last 10 years.
Yeah.
Can you name any hotel that asks you about your experience after you experience it?
Basically, probably not. Only when I was using Booking, for example, they always send you a message like, can you review your stay? But I never do it because I don't have the time for this. So yeah, basically, if they call you, if they email you, or they do something more personal approach, I think this will be beneficial for the hotels, definitely. Because a lot of people, they want to know where they're going, and that they won't be it will be a happy experience, you know. So this is mandatory for me. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, everybody would love to have, you know, and you know, there's a lot of young professionals that are studying to be marketing specialists right now. So the advice that we could give them, you know, as people who were in the old generation, in the old way of marketing, where the only marketing was human. When I was in the hotels, there was no Instagram, there was no TikTok, there was no chatbots. We had to answer the phone, we had to go meet the people, we had to do the visits. So now they have to really gain a strong foundation in the digital marketing. They really need to seek diverse international experience, go to other countries, do like a swap program when they go to train somewhere else, and they have to have a mindset of continual learning and innovation, because now and in the future, to be innovative, it's a very big trait to navigate the landscape of hospitality marketing. So we encourage everybody to really understand that marketing, social media marketing now, needs to be taught in schools for hospitality professionals, because everybody else is way ahead of us, and that if you don't do it, you will not succeed unless you have a small hotel in a farm somewhere where people just want that, you know, they want to go and relax, not deal with technology. But even though this thing, you need to market it, because how would people know that this hotel exists if it's not marketed?
Definitely.
You know,
with TikTok and Instagram Reels.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Okay, Ronald, thank you for all the insights. Finally, can you share a memorable experience or story from your career that highlights the power of effective marketing in the hospitality sector? Or something interesting from your career, for your 23-year career.
You know, there's a lot of things that happened through my career in hospitality and in hotels. Most memorable are my years that I spent in Algeria, in the Sheraton, with the Sheraton brand. It was I spent there over 7 years, and I was consulting, managing the resort, wellness, marketing, right hand of the GM, and we had so many people coming from abroad to Algeria, and once they came to Algeria, the first impression was, oh, we didn't know that this is Algeria. You know, how come it's not a desert? How come there's palm trees? How comes it's green? How come it's and you see the power of advertising. For these people who are big in all over Europe, they did not know, because nobody was advertising that Algeria is a.
Did the government
on the
help
Mediterranean?
For this, or no?
No.
Only the Sheraton brand.
Nobody helped. Even the Sheraton was not
Only
helping.
your team,
because nobody knew about this. So this opened our eyes.
I still don't know.
This opened our eyes to start advertising. So the new advertising, after you get the feedback. So see, again, the most important thing in work, in betterment and improvement, is feedback. Once you have feedback, whether it's positive, it's negative, it's neutral, then you will know how to make it better. And once you understand how to make the things better, then you will face success, because then you understand and you will thank your guests for giving feedback, even though it's bad.
Negative feedback is the best thing.
Some people, some managers that I know, they used to really reply to customers with their negative feedback with worse
negative
feedback.
Comment. I see it now. Nowadays, even
this is very bad.
Yeah.
And people should not be afraid to show the negative feedback, and to show that they are taking action to work on this negative. And of course, not everybody is right. Some people sometimes will put negative feedback out of jealousy, out of out of anger of something that happened. It might not be right. So you have to have the team to investigate, to see what happens, to go to see what happens in the journey, to understand how it could be better, how you can succeed, and then you can invite this same customer back and tell them, look, come now and give us feedback now. So again, I emphasize that feedback and cultural sensitivity as well, because not every country has the same culture.
Yeah.
So once somebody from abroad comes here, when he leaves feedback, he's basing himself on his country, on his own culture. So always also you have to have become very cultural sensitive for the international clientele. So all these things, I'm not saying them because I know them offhand. I'm saying them because I lived them through 25, 30 years, traveling the world, living in these things. So it's an experience. It's a very big experience that through the time gave me all those insights. And I'm always happy to share it with people in order for them to improve themselves, to improve their interaction with guests. And I'm always proud to say that one of my strongest asset is communication and making the guests feel comfortable and making the customer feel that they are getting what they asked for. So always underpromise and overdeliver, and everybody will be happy.
This is very good. Is there something that you want to add before the end of this podcast?
No,
something essential.
If I need to add anything, it's going to be paid. Until now, all I'm doing is for free. So everything I add will be paid. So
I know that.
Is there a budget? Is there a budget?
I know that your first meetings are always free consultancy. So
yes. My first meeting.
I recommend Ronald. He's the best in the industry here in Bulgaria.
If I had charged on all my first meetings, I'll probably be a billionaire right now.
Yeah. Not a millionaire because you're already one, but definitely a billionaire.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you very much.
And you are welcome for the Maserati that's parked outside.
Yeah. I'll drive it.
I'll be happy. I was very happy to give you as a gift.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Nice.
So
nice
I want to see you on the next episode. I want to invite you ready. 3 episodes, for example, to continue this conversation.
We will discuss some other topics. We can go maybe in details to some of the topics. Maybe if
let's invite a hotel owner.
Yeah.
In this, somebody with experience.
Yeah, we will.
And this way we will have 3 people talking about different insights. I know the digital marketing, the hospitality. He'll be the owner and he'll know everything about managing the hotel.
More than happy to host people that are from the old generation and from the young generations.
So 2 guests.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. We have a deal.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.